Die Schlacht am Atlantik hat begonnen und unsere U-Boote werden eine entscheidende Rolle im Kriegseinsatz haben. Unsere U-Boote operieren in der Nähe der britischen Inseln, legen Minenfelder an ihren Küsten und patrouillieren in der Nähe ihrer Schifffahrtsrouten. Unser Einsatz ist klar: den Tonnagekrieg gewinnen, indem wir die britischen Schifffahrtswege blockieren. Das britische Empire ist mächtig, aber diese Macht hängt stark vom Seehandel ab. Die Briten behaupten, dass sie eine neue Wunderwaffe namens Aztec haben, die unsere U-Boote überflüssig macht. Aber wir arbeiten an Gegenmaßnahmen, um dem zu begegnen. Unsere U-Boote werden nachts an der Oberfläche operieren und wenn möglich Wolfsrudeltaktiken anwenden. Wir hoffen, Frankreich aus dem Konflikt heraushalten zu können. Daher sollten französische Schiffe nur im Selbstverteidigungsfall versenkt werden. Dies wird keine leichte Schlacht, aber wir werden nicht wanken. Wir werden die Schlacht im Atlantik gewinnen.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you ever so much for joining me for the second episode of U-Boat on this playthrough. It's me, it's TFG March. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. All right, so there we are. That was the initial video, just letting us know what our key objectives are for this stage of the war. And we already have some objectives to look at on the left-hand side here. So the first one is to land an agent in Ireland. And the second one is to do some tonnage war over on the west coast of England and the southern coast of Ireland there. And then mine laying on the eastern coast of England here, so mine laying of the British Isles. So what we're going to do is probably land an agent in Ireland. I think that will be the best bet. That does give us an extra engineer to use as well on our trips, plus 12,000 reward and 75 reputation, or plus 75% reputation. Medium difficulty, but yeah, we should be able to get this done. So your goal will be to land an Abwehr agent at Ventry Bay on the southwestern coast of Ireland, somewhere here. So we'll select that one. And what I want to do first of all is just make sure we're fully stocked and ready to go. Looks like we need to refuel. Let's do that very quickly. And let's grab some more torpedoes and put those into our storage. There we go. Okay. The U-boat will be off duty while those get moved across, so we'll get that done, and we should now be ready to rock and roll. So, Helmut Bucher greets Klaus Graf in a very official fashion and explains that he received orders to join crew of U-48 during this assignment. Welcome. Welcome aboard, sir. You are very welcome while we take you over to the southwest coast of Ireland. Now, on the last episode, if you remember, we did pick up a couple of survivors from one of those ships. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of those, free those two. There we are, perfect. And looks like we do have one reputation point. I don't think we've got anyone that we can upgrade as of yet, because you can upgrade your crew. Let's just have a look and see if we can upgrade anyone. No, not as of yet. So yeah, I don't think we can upgrade anyone yet, but that will come in time. I am going to save that reputation point. I don't want to use it just yet. We'll probably look to see how we are at the end of this episode and see if we can use a couple there. Right, let's get ourselves over to where we need to be. So obviously what this does mean is we are going to have to pass through the English Channel. I'm going to try and not get too close to the coast of England, because there will be ships planes. There will be all sorts of nasty things there. So yeah, we'll have to take our time with this run. It is going to get obviously a bit tricky from about here to probably here, I should think. This section here is going to be the most dangerous. Once we're out of this section, we should be sort of pretty free and clear to carry on. Obviously, if we do see any merchant shipping along the way, then we will have a go at sinking it. But for now, let's get ourselves moving, and we'll see how we get on.
Halbe Fahrt voraus!
What I'll do, guys, just to save the boredom, is skip ahead until we get to roughly where this line is that I've drawn, and then we can see what we can do about getting through the English Channel. Okay, so we have entered the English Channel. Thankfully, it is at night, although it is 2:06 in the morning, so it's probably going to be daytime, but by at least sort of halfway-ish. We just got to keep ourselves out of trouble as best we can. Obviously, if we do see something like a warship, we're not going to take that on. Irrespective of the flag it flies, we are not taking on warships. They are dangerous. They will come at us at great speed, and they will drop depth charges. And when that starts to happen, you want to be in a very, very different place. Because if you're still underneath those depth charges and they explode, you are bang in trouble. So we'll try and keep ourselves as quiet and stealthy as we can. We'll skip ahead as best we can. So we'll get to about here and we'll see where we are. Rated in square AN 769, southwestern course, slow speed, can't intercept. Well, that's that's over here somewhere, so that's obviously away from our objective. I don't really want to be getting too involved in that. Okay, so it is daytime. It's coming up to 1 PM, but it's foggy, so again, that's really good for us. Hides our visibility. Yeah, it means that we are hidden from other ships, or more hidden than we would be if it was clear skies, which is excellent. That's ideal for us. We definitely don't want to be spotted out here, because there is very limited space for us to travel in, and also I believe we're not very deep either. Yeah, 34 meters. Not enough to escape depth charges, unfortunately. We would need to crash dive and, go to be at least 90, 95 meters to escape those things. So, yeah, I don't really want to be spotted out here if we can avoid it. Alright, let's see how far we can get. Do you know what? We might actually get through this painlessly. Let's see. Yep. And you know what? We're now back at 2 in the morning. We've crossed our barricade, if you will, or our line across the map where this is the danger zone. We've come out of there, so yeah, I'm quite happy about that we managed to escape that without any contact whatsoever. So that was nice and easy. Amazing. I did expect some planes and at least some boats out there, but apparently not. I mean, of course, for all we knew, they were out there, and we just didn't run into them. And thankfully, the weather was bad, so they weren't able to see us, and we've managed to slip through. I definitely do want to get, when I can, another radio officer, So one for the radio and then one specifically for the hydrophone. I think that's definitely important. And also I do want to get another watch officer, so one that can consistently read the maps. And in that way we definitely have no chance of getting lost. We do have our gyro compass on, obviously. That's always on. Unless of course you turn it off. So, the chance of getting lost is not high at this stage, and also we are kind of still very aware of where it is we are. This area here does tend to be quite a good hunting ground, and obviously I don't want this to be just get to where we need to go, drop this guy off, and then come back again. Like that just seems a bit. Yeah, it just. I definitely think that we could do more out here. So what I'd like to do is get to Ventry Bay, drop this guy off, come back into the Celtic Sea, and then what I'd like to do is I'd like to drop down to periscope or drop down to hydrophone depth. I mean, the depth down there is 1 to 200 meters, so we'll easily make 50 meters down there. And then we can do a hydrophone check, and we can just see if there's anyone out and about. We do have an RAF base here, so we do have to be cautious of aircraft that may be in this vicinity. So what we'll do is we'll speed up, and we'll see how we get on our approach to Ireland. Okay, so I've just paused it here really quickly. If you do want to pause, you can just hit the space bar. That's how that works. And then obviously to unpause, you hit it again. So we are approaching our destination early evening. So I'm just going to make the lights normal again. And our watch officer is now map reading, which is great. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll speed up again. Okay, so ship has been spotted. So let's send that off to the BDU. Let's do this, and we'll drop. We'll drop now. Periscope depth. And we'll put him back on the radio, just so we can send that report off, because I do still want to send it off. It's not, but we need to remain undetected. And yeah, so let's put him back on the hydrophone. Go down to blue lighting. So we know obviously normal lighting is white, red is to help you see in the dark, and blue is for silence. So when the blue lights were on, people would be quieter, or had to be quiet. We could go to silent running, but I don't feel that's necessary at this stage, because I actually have no idea what ship it is we've seen. It does say ship spotted, but I can't actually see a ship. So let's speed up a bit. Let's get you on the... Let's get you on the depth keeping. So there's the ship. Visual contact. Mast on the horizon. Stationary. Okay. And that is... course of... 327. Course of 327. We'll just see if we can see it. 325. Yeah, definitely can't see it. So I think we're okay for now. Let's just speed up. Obviously we're going to be turning away from it, technically. There we go. There it goes. Yeah, we definitely do not want to be getting involved in that if we can avoid it. Okay, let's slow down.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Okay, so he's moving away. So what we'll do is we'll surface the boat.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
And we'll come to a stop. And we'll send the spy to the coast. So now the objective is to try and leave the area. So what I want to do is I want to come out the same way basically that we came in. And I just want to come out to there. Let's get rid of the marker here. Okay, so let's just turn ourselves around. I just realised I still had the original. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's do that. Okay, and yeah, we're already turning hard, so that's fine. We need to get ourselves moving again. And let's drop ourselves down to periscope depth. So as you can see, we're starting to turn slowly now. And we're starting to dive as well, which is good. So we're now back under the water, which is great. What I'm going to do is put him in the hydrophone room, just so that we can get an idea, see if there's anything kind of in our immediate vicinity. But yeah, well, nothing's come up on the hydrophone, so that's a good start. Ah, here we go. Propellers, yeah, so this will be the warship that was here originally. Let's see if we can get past this without needing to attack it. Obviously, if it does try and attack us, or it spots us, or something along those lines, I will have to look to defend myself if getting away is not going to be an option. I'll try and get away first, but yeah, if not, then I will try and defend myself. So that is a quick consideration to have. Looks like we've got some propellers. There we go, 198 high and closing in. Right, let's see if we can get away from this thing.
Kriegsschiffe in Sicht. Peilung 245 Grad.
Ich benötige hier etwas Unterstützung. Jawohl, Herr Kaloy.
Okay, so it's 30 to 50 kilometers away. I don't think it's going to be too much of a concern right now. I am going to bring the boat up. And what I'm going to do is... Oh, what happened there? Right, let's get you on the... oh, you've already gone to the bridge, that's fine. You're on the engines, that's fine. I do want you to go to the radio room. Put the lights back to... Actually, let's put the lights to red. Let's do that. Perfect. And we now just await further instructions to be communicated over the radio. Can you imagine if those further instructions were just like, oh, okay, all right, you've dropped him off, now go pick him up again. I'll be like, oh, really? I've got to go back all that way. Yeah, I think I might say, no, I'm not doing that. He can stay an island, build a new life for himself. Okay, well, I'm going to put you back into the bed because I don't see the point in keeping you on the radio if we're not going to get any instructions just yet. I do want to try and get to here if I can, and then do a sort of about here maybe, and do a quick hydrophone check, and we'll just see if we can see anybody. So let's... There we go. Right. So, Captain, we have received confirmation that your previous assignment has been completed successfully. Well done to you and your crew. As per our next mission, you are now ordered to patrol squares AM5. These squares have been identified as a high-intensity area of enemy shipping activity. We trust that you and your crew are well prepared for the challenges that lie ahead. Good luck, Captain. We look forward to hearing from you once your patrol is complete. Okay. Amazing. Oh, right. Okay, of course it is. So let's, yeah, let's head back up there then. Okay. Let's put our patrol sector in. It's 2 o'clock. It's nicely bright. Nice day. Nice day for killing and sinking some boats. So let's get an echo sound. Okay, wow, amazing. So, let's drop. Flooding the tanks. Does take an absolute age to dive. Here we go. Okay. Blue light.
Auf Blaulicht schalten. Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
And down we go. Into the depths.
Aktuelle Tiefe 25 Meter. Meter.
Ooh, we've got a propeller. Okay. Medium closing in 80 kilometers plus. Let's see if we can just watch it. See if we can work out which way it's headed.
50 Meter.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is 80 kilometers plus away. So it should be evening by the time we actually get to see this ship. And hopefully at that point we can look to sink our first ship of the day. Let's have a look. I can't really tell which direction it's moving in currently. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring us up to periscope depth. And I'm going to give us full beams. You see the line automatically draws out to kind of plot an intercept course. Now, I'm not really sure how these intercept courses work because, I mean, as far as I can tell, it just kind of heads straight for it, which isn't really an intercept course. Like an intercept course, as far as I'm concerned, is you kind of, you know, you kind of come at it from an angle and you head it off at a certain point. That's my understanding of what intercepting means. But okay, so we have lost it. But what we'll do is we'll just continue on this course just for now. Okay. We'll put our guy back on the listening room. We'll give him some help. And we'll just see if we can find anything. Ah, there we go, you see. So that's within 10 kilometers. So now which way is this thing going?
Langsame Fahrt voraus. Große Fahrt voraus. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Natürlich, Herr Kaloy.
Let's get up to the surface.
Langsam blasen. Auf diese Motoren wechseln.
And I want the diesel compressor on.
Schornsteinrauch. Peilung 45 Grad.
Alle Maschinen
Here we
AK
go.
voraus.
Funnel smoke on the horizon.
Vom Raum besetzen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Let's see if we can...
Melden Sie sich zur Wache.
There we are.
Handelsschiff. 30
Found him.
Grad.
Right. See what we're looking at.
Melden Sie sich zur Wache. Melden Sie sich zur Wache. Melden Sie sich zur Wache.
Okay, so it's somewhere kind of over there, really.
Bestätige.
Zur Wache.
Yeah, I still can't make out what that actually is. So what we'll do is we're still kind of a bit of a distance from it. Let's just get a rough... Right, okay, so we're about 6.5 kilometers away from it. And it's heading in a... So currently it's on a 23-degree bearing. And I estimate... The game is paused, by the way. You can tell it's paused because I've got this blue square kind of round the border of the game. So you can tell it's paused. So you can take your time with these things. It doesn't expect you to kind of, you know, just be able to do it on the fly. I mean, obviously, once you get more practice, then absolutely you can do it on the fly, and that is possible. But what I really want to do at the moment is just work out the angle that it's traveling at. So probably the easiest way of doing that, let's just try using the protractor. Let's just get out to the front of the boat. So it's approximately heading in a 55.4 degree course to where we currently are. So I think if we stay on this course here, we should be able to intercept that pretty well. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know how fast this ship is moving. That's the only issue. Ah, now it says Norway. Now, obviously, we can't sink ships from Norway, but what we can do is board them. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get very close to it.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Target is too far,
Kleine Fahrt
but that's
voraus.
fine. It says we're moving too fast. Let's stop. And let's send a delegation to the freighter. Okay, so who have we got? We've got a runner, a leader, engineer, tough, cook, engineer, leader, connections. expert. Okay, so let's send our radio man. Let's send this guy. And let's send our captain. We'll take some sailors with us. No. The leader, I want you to take some demolition charges. And let's go aboard the ship. Now, what we'll do is we'll see exactly what they're doing out here. And then we'll work out whether or not it's fair game to sink this ship. So, he knows only the basics of German speech. Speaks fluently in English, so there is no language barrier. Yeah, I take it you want to look at our shipping documents. Yes. According to the documents, the ship is headed to the port of Halifax and is carrying valuables. It seems that this ship is trading with blockaded Allied ports, and it is a fair prize for you to sink it. Thank you very much. Get off. So you tell the captain that your orders obligate you to sink this freighter and that they must evacuate it immediately. Captain isn't happy about this outcome, but clearly accepted there is nothing he can do to avoid this from happening. He doesn't respond to you, but instead starts to shout out to his crew and organises evacuation of his freighter. Okay, so let's go to the engine room. Go to a cargo hold. I just want to search the cargo hold, actually, because I do want to see what this thing is carrying. It's always useful because if they, if you can grab some stuff from them, and before you sink the vessel, then that's always a good thing for sure. What we'll do as well is we'll just tidy up our map because we've kind of made a bit of a mess here with all of the stuff. There we go. And let's just grab that boat. See how we're getting on. Let's go fast. Okay, so continue. What are we carrying? Oh, my goodness me. Right, well, let's transfer all of this stuff. Transfer. Transfer. Incredible. Look at all these treasures. Amazing. Definitely glad we didn't sink the boat now. Right, that's it. Okay. Return to the... Oh, actually. Let's... Oh, whoops. Yeah. Let's send you... let's send you with some dynamite. Go. Skip ahead. And go to the engine room. Plant the explosives. And back you come. And there we go. That should be that vessel sunk. Yep, there we go. And that vessel is now sunk. Can we... Yes, we can. We can put you on there, on the radio. Our radio man is dead from transferring all those goodies. And once he's on the radio, radio officer missing. Okay, well, maybe not then. Let's put you back on the diesel engines. And what we'll do is we'll continue our course. Let's take that off. Let's go there. Go there. Alright. So we do still have to travel pretty much 2,000 kilometers inside this zone. So, yeah, we are going to have to kind of get a shift on now. Okay, so I am going to wake the radio officer up. I'm going to give him someone to help. And I'm going to send those messages off. And then once those are done, I'll send him back to bed. And then we'll carry on with our patrol. When we get to about here, we'll probably do another hydrophone check, I should think. And we'll see what's about. So at the minute, everyone's in bed. I don't know why you're not managing the engines. There we go. Let's do that. Right, let's send you back to bed.
Zeit für eine
Perfect.
Auszeit.
Looks like we're doing alright for fuel. Obviously, we've always got someone manning the engines, so that does help save on fuel. Also, if you have an officer doing the map reading as well, that also saves on fuel. So there's ways and means of keeping your fuel to a level which is which is decent enough to help you complete your objectives and get you home again, because that's very important. It's not enough just to have fuel to do the objectives, you also need to be able to get back. So yeah, that's we're good for fuel, definitely. Morale, that's a bit low. That's only down to fatigue and the current depth. Obviously the current depth is is only a temporary thing, but obviously that makes sense, right? The longer you stay underwater and the deeper you are, the more kind of stressed people get. You're in this very narrow can, if you will, underneath thousands of pounds worth of pressure, and yeah, that's obviously going to make people a bit fearful, isn't it? Okay, so we've got a good circle here, and then once we get to our 50-meter depth, you see how dark it is. Like, we've got blue lights on at the minute, so you see how dark it is actually. Okay, so I don't think we're going to find anyone here. So what we'll do is we'll just speed up, come back to the surface, and we'll carry on as we were.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
Okay, and we can go back to red lighting. Although we are starting to get towards daytime now, so that's but you can see how the screen kind of brightens up when you turn that red lighting on, and that's really useful at night if you're hunting at night. Shame we couldn't see anyone on that hydrophone drop. I was hoping we might be able to. As we get a bit closer to the western coast of Scotland here, obviously we've got the port of Oban. Yeah, we might see something else. So what I'll do is I'll do another come down across and come up, and about here I'll do another check, and then we'll do another check kind of here, just to make sure we've got good coverage of the square that we're in. So
Jawohl, weiter geht's.
all right, so daytime again. Let's go down to blue lighting, and let's drop down to 50 meters again to do another check. Gee, I'm really pleased we got all that gold off that ship. That's amazing. That was a really good find, and I'm so pleased that even though it was a Norwegian ship, it was trading with Allied ports. So it was fair game, and we were able to get rid of it and sink it. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. Obviously we're all here to watch the torpedoes, right? That's the idea of the game, and that's the idea of a submarine at the end of the day. So yeah, hopefully we can get some torpedo action. Okay, so we're now at 50 meters. We've got good range on our hydrophone. I still don't think we're going to get anything, so we'll speed up again. Yeah, and there was nothing there. That's fine. Talk. Brawl. You enter the crew quarters to a scene of hushed chaos. Walter Koss stands stiffly, having a defiant air about him. Nearby, Alwyn Peters lies injured. The extent of the damage remains to be seen. Whispers fill the air as your men watch. It seems a careless insult about Walter Koss's girl sparked a violent outburst. Walter Koss is a good sailor, yet he's jeopardized the order on the U-boat. This cannot stand unchecked. This needs to be handled by a court-martial. Let him off with a warning. Crew's discipline will decrease by 35%. After returning to port, Walter Koss will be brought before a court-martial. Crew's experience will increase by 300 points. Oh, well, court-martial him then. Sailors in critical state. Okay. So let's get this dealt with. And let's get... Oh, he's already on it. Okay, that's fine. Damn. What did he do to him? If he's in a critical state. Crikey. Okay, so obviously this guy said something to the other guy about his girl or his wife or whatever. The other guy put him in, you know, put him on the deck. And yeah, now we've got to patch him up. Okay. Oh, level up. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. So he'll be okay now, but obviously he'll be out of action for... Although that green bar is increasing. So I'm not sure what's going to happen when that increases. Whether or not he kind of just goes, oh, I feel a bit better now, I'll just get up. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he just needed a bit of time to recover, which is fine. All right. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, so we'll have to see what happens once we get back to shore. Obviously, I'm assuming that guy Koss will be arrested, taken before a court-martial. I don't know if that, you know, what happens to him after that. But obviously, what I don't want to do is have people like that on my crew, because if they're causing problems, then that can... yeah, that can only be a bad thing. So what we'll do is we'll try and go back up and back down again, and we will do another hydrophone check. So let's get that done. Back to periscope depth. Okay, so we found something amazing.
Aktuelle Tiefe 40 Meter.
Are we coming up? Yes, we are. Yeah. Oh, that's incredible. Okay, so let's see if we can go hunting for another ship. Amazing stuff. How far away is it? 30 to 50 kilometers.
Langsame Fahrt voraus.
Let's go normal lighting. Don't need to hear them whispering. Let's get you back on the hydrophone. And I want to start booking it towards this position. I want to see where this boat goes. And then what I'll do is, once I've worked out kind of which way it's headed, I'll then try and surface the boat and chase after it on the surface, because we'll move a lot faster on the surface than we will underwater. So that's why I'll do that, and then hopefully we'll be able to catch up with it. Although now I've lost it for some reason. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's yeah, it's weird. It's vanished. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll surface the boat. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of head along that course and just see kind of what we've got. Let's drop ourselves back down to periscope depth. Put this guy back on the hydrophone. We're now within 5.7 kilometers of where we think that, obviously, you know, this is where the ship was at the point we initially saw it. But of course now, I mean, it could be anywhere. It could have been heading this way. It could have been going off here. It could have been traveling further, sort of southwest. We just don't know which direction it was going in. We know it was moving at a medium speed, so we have to consider, let's just slow down a bit, we have to consider that it could be a freighter of some description. but again, we simply don't know what that vessel was. And we won't know what it is until we find it again and hopefully get a bit closer. There we go. Okay, so it's moving away. So what we'll do is we'll
Äußerste Kraft voraus.
get ourselves into a position where we can intercept it. It's 10 to 20 kilometers away. So let's see if we can chase after it. Okay, so we're starting to get a bit closer now. Ooh, saving. Okay, that's fine. Waters are still... sorry, waters. The air is still clear. So there's no fog or anything. Smoke over the horizon. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Let's just get a bit closer. No need to kind of, you know, do anything crazy just yet. Just want to get in a little bit closer and see exactly what it is we're dealing with. Okay, so it is a freighter. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll stop it there. We'll get this guy on the radio just to say we found a transport. We still don't know what flag it's flying.
Funktelegramm gesendet.
Okay, so it's Norwegian. Okay, that's fine. So what we'll do then is we will surface the boat and we'll board it and we'll see what the situation is. Hopefully it's another one we can sink, but yeah. What I'll do is if it is one we can sink, we'll use the torpedoes, because I do want to kind of show how that works. Okay, so switching to diesel engines, let's get you on the contacts on the bridge. Let's get the diesel compressor working. There we go. Yeah. Oh, okay, so it's over there. Okay, that's fine. Let's yeah, let's turn towards it. We'll see if we can catch up with it. Thankfully, it's not moving too quickly, so target is too far. We are moving too fast. Let's stop so we don't crash into it, because that would not be good. Alright, send some chaps over. Definitely sending you. We're sending send you, and we'll send you, and we'll send a butt ton of our sailors as well. Okay, so after climbing the deck, your crew faces a cold welcome from the cargo ship's crew. What do you want? Asks the captain in German without exchanging any pleasantries. This is a neutral ship and you shouldn't be here. You request the captain's documents that detail the cargo on his ship and its destination. A flicker of unease crosses his face and he produces the papers with a slight hesitation. As you carefully review their contents, his hands clench and unclench, a bead of sweat forming on his brow. Oh dear. According to the documents, the ship is headed for the port of Halifax and is carrying valuables. It seems that this ship is trading with blockaded Allied ports, and it is fair prize for you to sink it. Get off. Oh. Yeah, wow, they really got off. Okay, cool. Right. Let's go to the engine room. Let's go to the cargo hold. Search the cargo hold. And we will... yeah, let's go searching in here and see what's what. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, we're carrying way too much stuff. So I think what we'll probably do is we'll probably leave that and we will look to sink this vessel. So let's get you on the torpedo calculator. Let's get you on the attack periscope. Okay, so Graf is now on the let's see if we can get ourselves a okay, it is still moving. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We will initially go up here, turn around, and then come back down so that we're at a 90-degree angle.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
There we go. Right. And now let's stop.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
And actually, I do just want to...
Bestätige.
There we go.
Alle Maschinen
All right.
stopp.
Now we're dead straight with it. Let's get ourselves... Wow, I am bouncing around all over the place. There she is. Right. So, the angle on bow.
Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Winkel 8, 1. Bug rechts. Aktualisieren. Geschwindigkeit Knoten.
Right, we assume that the vessel is 932 meters. So that's good enough.
Aktualisieren. Entfernung 9, 3, 4 Meter.
Let's get you maintaining T1,
Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloin.
just so we've got a good shot at it. Okay, so gyro angle is synchronizing. Let's wait for that to happen. Here it comes. When that light turns white, we fire. Los.
Los!
And what we'll do is we will watch the boat. So I think that's always fun to watch. Obviously it is stopped. The crew have evacuated. So there's no worry about, you know, trying to hit a moving target. Obviously the way torpedoes were fired is they were fired ahead of the target, so that by the time it reached the target it was kind of hitting amidships. That was the general idea anyway. Let's just zoom out a bit, because I definitely don't want to be that close to it. Bang. There you go. Solid hit. And yeah, I think that's pretty dead in the water. Okay, that's sunk. Let's send you back to the map room. Let's leave that view. And let's take 2 for you, and let's give you 2 as well. Okay. And that is pretty much it. So what we'll do is we'll now complete our patrol of these western approaches. I'm probably not going to do any more kind of checks or anything like that. I think we've kind of
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
exhausted everything we can do today, but we did manage to obviously sink a couple of ships, which I'm very happy about. So that is all good, and we'll just complete our objective.
Ich bin sehr müde. Zeit für eine Auszeit.
All right, perfect. Patrol completed, and we are then free to return to port once that radio message has gone off.
Eine weitere erfolgreiche Unternehmung. Gute Arbeit.
There we
Männer.
go. Oh, that's really cool. How they all line up on the sub there. All right, so Horst Weber receives a new decoration. The U-boat war badge is awarded to crew members that participated in 2 war patrols. It was originally instituted during World War One. Obviously, all of these guys are going to get the same thing, the war badge. Saved the life of Alwyn Peters, so yeah, he earned some way towards the Iron Cross. The U-boat war badge as well, and the Iron Cross second class. So the Iron Cross decoration was established in 1813 by King Friedrich Wilhelm III of Prussia. It has a long and proud tradition in the German military. It's awarded for a single act of bravery in battle. The black core is made of solid iron, and the frame is made of an alloy known as German silver. We've also got the Iron Cross First Class. So awarded for repeated acts of bravery in battle. It is a higher tier than the Iron Cross decoration and comes with a pin at the back instead of a ribbon. And we're on our way to earning the German Cross in gold. The U-boat war badge, obviously for the 2 war patrols. And that helped us towards our way of our tonnage war as well, and we're pretty much halfway. So yeah, we did very well there. That was great. Obviously, we sunk the Kong Herald, and yeah, we get a little. Yeah, so the word says that the ship was loaded with precious metals. Survivors claim that they were torpedoed by a U-boat. And then the SS Setterstall was also sunk. And again, we'll get some paper coverage for that as well. All right, so yeah, that was a really awesome patrol. We've also unlocked a new engineer as well, plus 12,000 budget and plus 75 reputation, which is great. We've also leveled up pretty much all of our crew. I want to... the following members of the crew have been arrested and will stand trial in a court-martial. So I do want to get rid of him. Looks like we've got an English speaker in Alfred Trommel as well, so that's very useful. Let's find... yeah, okay, so arrested, 29 days he'll be out for. We can bring on some more sailors as well, so that's good. That's that done. Oh, okay. So 1 available point to spend in the specializations. Let's definitely do discipline. I think that's very important. And let's put that on him. There we go. Yeah, I think that will be everything, guys. We've been recording for quite a while now, about an hour and 20 minutes. So, yeah, definitely time, I think, to call it a day there. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to give me a like and subscribe, ring that notification bell just so you never miss an episode. And if you're feeling nice, please do leave a comment as well. Until the next time, guys, have a very good evening. Bye-bye.